Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am very excited to talk about my spring wardrobe. Now, if you are new here, you may not know that I'm currently doing a no buy for 365 days to test out the theory that I have a forever wardrobe. So with that in mind, I'm going to be showing you pieces from my wardrobe that are going to be my kind of spring staples. Goes without saying, there might be the odd thing in my existing wardrobe that I throw in, but I was kind of putting things together. Even though I live in Los Angeles, I'm still one of those people that likes to kind of move my wardrobe from autumn, winter to spring, summer and do a wardrobe switch up because it just helps me from my mental health perspective, being like, yes, I still have seasons even though I live in LA. So I am going to share with you the pieces that for me, I think are just really great fundamental pieces to have in a spring wardrobe. It goes without saying, if these aren't your style, that's totally fine. I just thought I would share what mine are. I also do have an amazing freebie for anyone who is in the process of trying to find their personal style. It is a 10-day style challenge I've put together. It's completely free, comes with a free workbook, because I think when it comes to making a forever wardrobe, one of the biggest things I like to distinguish between it being different from a capsule wardrobe is a forever wardrobe should be tailored to you and your personal style. So if you never wear jeans, there's no point having jeans as a part of your wardrobe. So I really think finding your personal style first is one of the key fundamentals to building a forever wardrobe. So if you want some help with that, you're looking for some support helping to find your personal style, definitely check out that freebie. I'll link in the description box below. Okay, it's currently raining at the time of filming this, which feels very appropriate. I have iced coffee and I have my little like images in front of me of all the pieces. So I'm going to walk you through the pieces that I'm really excited to wear for spring, and I'm going to be showing you how I am styling these pieces as well where possible. So first things first, it goes without saying, because I live in Los Angeles, it's very rare I get to wear a proper coat. But if there is one piece that I think is such a hard working piece when it comes to my spring wardrobe, it is my trench coat. Now, if you look back at my style evolution, anyone in my Substack, you will have seen that post. You will see that a trench coat was something I've always worn. And I remember buying like £50 trench coats from Camden Market when I was a student. And I think it was 2 years ago now, a year and a half, I added in the Totem trench coat to my collection. I recently came back from a trip from Washington to Washington, and that piece was so good. Again, I think a trench coat is such a hardworking piece for the fact that it's not as warm as a traditional coat, but it's still enough of something that you've just got that extra layer on, because usually, generally speaking, a trench coat is very kind of like a solid column that goes from top to the bottom of your body. Especially when it's windy, it acts like a windbreaker. And I think that's a lot of what stops you getting cold when you wear something like a trench. The Totem one for me, again, if you know me, you know I love structural pieces, I love oversized pieces, and every time without fail when I put this coat on, I just feel elevated. Keep thinking about my unlikely style icons, and if there's one person I keep coming back to, it's .com from EastEnders. If you know, you know. So again, just seeing this trench coat, I feel like adding this in and getting this back out for spring. If I'm honest, it's probably unlikely I'm gonna get to wear it much in LA, but it's kind of like the only outerwear piece in the form of coats that I have out for spring. Next up is a linen blazer. Now this one, I think I bought this maybe 2-3 years ago from the Frankie shop. It's slightly oversized. It has kind of like single breasted, but it kind of goes over like a double breasted style, just a single button. I love the color, I love the fabric. I have shorts that I bought from H&M that are similar color, and when I wear them together, they look like a really great two-piece. For me, the most heartbreaking thing about the weather getting warmer is the fact that it's harder to wear a blazer, I'm not gonna lie. So when it comes to my spring wardrobe, this piece makes me really excited because it looks great with jeans, it looks great with shorts, it's a very universal piece. That brings me on to my next item, which is, surprise, surprise, another blazer. And again, for spring, I like that I can bring out some of my lighter pieces. When I say lighter, I mean, yes, the feel of the fabric, the weight, but also color palette wise. So the bee blazer from Frankie shop, I've had for quite a long time as well. Again, this one, I think it's definitely one of those pieces a lot of people have, but I still think because of the color, it's like the perfect kind of caramel tan. I'm looking at it on my computer. It just elevates pieces again very, very well. I think for me, one of the things I love about a blazer is the structural, like having that structure on my shoulders. For me, again, it just feels like me. So jackets, you're going to notice even when it's spring, I think jackets are where you can still wear a lot of the same pieces but change things up based on accessories and jackets. And I've said this before, but I genuinely think half my wardrobe probably consists of jackets. This one I found when I was in the UK. It's from Marks and Spencer's, and this jacket, it's really giving like Bellstaff vibes meets Totem on a budget. 100% cotton. It's a really nice like off-white cream kind of tone, and again, I just love how it looks. Every time I wear this, I feel like I look really expensive, and I think that's my goal when it comes to style. I always want to look expensive, even if what I'm wearing isn't. Another Totem piece. This piece is a very, very thin, super lightweight jacket, and again, it's a very oversized piece. I wore this in London. It's one of those pieces, it almost has like a Rain Mac vibe, like the way it feels, the texture, packs really, really light. But again, it's the structure. It's the structural elements. There's a kind of sculptural feel to this jacket that it's so minimal, but the shape does all the talking. And when I wear it with black trousers, with denim, I just feel like there's something so smart about it, so incredibly understated, but also still very, very elegant in my opinion. So I love this with a little kind of scarf poking out the top. I've worn this to death, and it's also going to make sense for the next item, which is what I actually brought before this. So before I brought the jacket I just showed you, this is the one that really kicked off my love affair with Totem outerwear, and it is the denim version. Now, the one I just showed you previously, I managed to find on sale from Essence, so I always recommend checking out there if you're looking for Totem to see what's in the sale. The denim one wasn't on the sale, even though it went in sale, and finding this size as well, because of this particular jacket, I found I had to go like extra, extra small. It's that big. But this denim jacket, again, whenever I wear it, there are some pieces you have in your wardrobe that just feel special, and this is one of them. Again, it's very simple, same as everything I mentioned with the previous piece, the previous jacket that's the same, but in the kind of black Rain Mac kind of fabric. It's very, very lightweight. It's very comfortable. Again, you can really layer under a jacket like this, which I think when it comes to spring, you never know which way the weather's going to go. Some days it's going to be much warmer. Some days it's going to have like a cool spell again. You might have showers. You're having to kind of think about lots of different types of weather. And this jacket, again, I feel like just the shape of it is so effortless, so beautiful. And for me, I think it's such a nice twist on a timeless classic of like a denim jacket. To me, it just makes it a little bit more interesting. So I was thinking a lot about like my signature pieces and things that I tend to reach for when I don't know what to wear. And in addition to like a good classic tee, for me, I love an oversized shirt. And the main reason I love an oversized shirt is because you can use it so many ways. So yes, you can wear it as the shirt itself, but it also adds like another layering piece when the weather starts to get warmer. Now this shirt in particular, I think was such a good find. I found this in Everlane in their sale. It's almost like not a flannel material, but there's a real softness to it that makes it really comfortable on the skin. It's kind of cozy. And to me, I think of it more like a jacket than a shirt, even though it totally is a shirt. But I just love the color. I love that the buttons are lighter. Something about it to me just feels, again, it looks way more expensive than it was. And I've worn this a ton. I think even coming out of like winter into spring, I feel like it's still something that I'm gonna use a lot during the spring season. Okay, white shirt. Again, not groundbreaking, not claiming that it is, but there are some pieces that I just think are classics for a reason. And similar to what I said about the previous piece, a white shirt I like to use as a cover up by the pool. I like to use it for vacation, but I also think just a good white shirt. I like mine quite unbuttoned with like a cute bra underneath, and having them tucked in like with a more fitted pair of trousers, or like my Aritzia effortless pant, I just think is so beautiful. And I love the way I feel in a white shirt. And again, it's comfortable, it's cotton. I think going for natural fibers has been one of the biggest shifts in building a forever wardrobe for me, in that pieces I buy just last so much better and they are comfortable to wear. Okay, so we're in kind of like the basics category now, and I'm going to include here vest tops. So I have, let me see my image, I have a black and white vest top. So the reason I think these are such an essential for spring, and let's be honest, most year round if you live somewhere like LA or you live in a hot country, is again, it just acts like a layering piece. I'm the first to admit I love wearing sweaters, but sometimes I'm like, oh, it's a bit see-through. I don't want to wear a top underneath that like takes away the color of the sweater. So then I don't. And then when you get hot, obviously you can't take it off because you've just got your bra on underneath. So I think having a vest top and a couple of like just ones that feel really comfortable, again, a nice quality fabric. These are just H&M, but I've had them like probably a year or two now. They're just something that I'll always pack when I travel. I know I need multiples of these because they're things that I reach for on the day-to-day. Okay, so let's move on to handbags. The handbag that I'm always excited to get out in summer is my tan Loewe. I think the Loewe Puzzle, such a good bag. Now, full disclosure, I do have the medium size and the small size of this, and I nearly sold my small one, but I stopped myself because now it comes in the edge shape. I don't love the edge, and I think I am gonna use the small one much more this summer. Previously, I was using my medium size one a lot more, and again, I just find the medium size of the Puzzle, or what I believe was the like original size, is so good. Like, it's such a good everyday bag because it actually is a bit of a Mary Poppins bag, and that you can fit a lot in it. The second bag, which I'm not gonna lie, I use all of these all the time, but when it comes to like spring favorites, this bag, the Totem T-Lock bag, I have the crossbody in black and I have this one in the tan. And this bag, when I say, again, it's one of those bags that is deceiving to the eye and how much you can fit in it. It's a lot bigger than what you think it is. But I love the shape. I love the color. It's a very different tan to my Loewe. So I feel like having, my temptation is to always go black bag, like go there. But it's nice in my brain to be like, no, let's use my lighter tone pieces and the lighter leathers, get those out from spring. So shoes, there are 4 pairs. I think when I was looking through my kind of forever wardrobe, that was like, oh, these are gonna be like my go-to pieces, I think, for spring. So the first one is my Chanel slingback flats in the black that I brought when I was in London. I've already worn these non-stop, but I think for spring, I'm so excited to be wearing kind of like, the slingbacks feel like a very spring shoe. Again, when it's winter, you've still got kind of like the back of your ankle out. You're probably less likely to wear a slingback, but as soon as it gets into spring, I love the look of a slingback. So I'm very excited for these. They're super comfortable. Keeping along the lines of comfort, the other shoe I'm very excited to wear is my Celine Loafers. They're very, very old Celine. These were on my wish list for so long when they were new, many, many moons ago, Phoebe Philo era. I couldn't afford them then, missed out on them. I managed to pick these up, not in the best condition, I will say. I brought them pre-loved about a year ago from the Real, but I think I paid like $150 for them. So I'm gonna get them resold. But again, just they're quite like a red tan, but they look really, really nice with grays. They look really, really nice with black trousers, and they just add kind of like a contrasting element to most of the pieces I have in my wardrobe. Now, this is a controversial one, and I'm gonna be real with you. I've gone back on forwards on like, how do I feel about these shoes? It is the Chanel dad sandals. Now, I put these in and then I was like, maybe I should have put my Totem Gladiator sandal in, because for me, the two kind of do the same thing, but my Chanel ones are more comfortable. And I think this is what made the Chanel shoes. It turned it from trendy into timeless from the comfort lens. So I don't believe there's anything wrong with enjoying trends if it genuinely feels like it fits within your forever wardrobe and your personal style. And there was a long time where I wasn't fussed about these, and then everyone just kept talking about how comfy they are. And sure enough, I brought them and I was like, oh, these are really comfy. Now, I love them most with kind of like baggy trousers, like a baggy linen trouser is how I like them most, where you almost, sounds counterintuitive, can't see all the shoe. You just get like the front part of it is what I think looks great, because they do legit look like orthopedic sandals. Me and my sister laugh every time we talk about these, but they are comfortable. And again, the quality is there. I don't know why, but I think Chanel shoes are so much better than the quality of like new Chanel bags personally. But yes, these are, I'm excited to wear for spring with trousers. So the next item of footwear that I managed to snag before, it was probably the last piece I brought before I started my No Buy 365 challenge, was the Totem heeled sandals. Because I have the black ones, and when I say I wear the black ones to death, I am not exaggerating. And I'd seen these, they were on my wish list. I wanted them so badly. They went on sale and they didn't have my size and I was gutted. And then I saw them on, was it Bergdorf Goodman? It was on like another site, and they had like one size up from my normal size, and this is how desperate I was to buy them. And I have another pair of Totem shoes that I actually brought a size up that fit me really, really well. So I was like, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna see if I can make it work. And they work great. I think as well, because it's the kind of shoe my foot's gonna get warm in, I'm not too worried about it. And I've worn them since, they've been absolutely fine. But I got them for a really good price. They were like $180 instead of like $600. And again, I've worn them a lot with jeans, and they're like such a good color cream. There's no yellow in the cream. It's a very expensive looking neutral cream. And I've already started wearing these. I love them. So t-shirts goes without saying. I feel like I live in my And Other Stories. I don't know if it's called the boxy tee or it has a name, like it does have a name. This is one of them, the black and the white. I have the gray, I have the stripy one, I have like an off-white shade. And again, everyone needs to find their perfect tee. I don't think there's a one size fits all when it comes to the perfect tee. I think it depends what you favor. I like I wouldn't say it's like a drop sleeve, but the sleeve is big on these. Relaxed tee, I think that's what it's called, the relaxed tee. I love the collar. It has quite a thick band. I have glitter on me from where I was playing with makeup earlier, but it's just such a good quality t-shirt. So a black and white tee, I think that's gonna be part of my wardrobe all year round. So then we move on to jeans. Now jeans, again, if you've been following me for a while, it will be no surprise that I love the Abercrombie Curve Love denim. I just think if you are a curvy girl, and especially if you have hips, I definitely do, finding jeans is hard. Like finding jeans for me, I've always found that with jeans, I've had to go so many sizes bigger to get them to fit my thighs and my hips, but then the bum is like baggy. Like that's always been my experience. So finding the Curve Love jeans, I was like, game changer. So the blue pair I absolutely love. You're gonna see me talk about another shade in a moment. But yes, I feel like the Abercrombie Curve Love, you can't go wrong. So the next trouser, I mentioned my Chanel Dad sandals with a linen trouser. I love me a linen trouser. There's something just so comfy, and again, it's that perfect piece that will take you into summer, but as it starts to get warmer, it's just still that like nice side of comfortable transitional piece. So a black linen pant, I have some from H&M that I've had for ages that I just love. They're so comfortable, so lightweight, and again, I love it even with like a shirt, a t-shirt or a shirt even not tucked in, just for a very kind of like overall baggy, loose fitting vibe. Back to the Abercrombie jeans, my cream and white jeans, cream and white, I'd say they're off-white. I love getting those out for spring. There's something about a lighter shade denim that I'm like, you can totally wear them all year round, of course, but there's something that my brain is like, spring. Those trousers just say spring to me. So dress-wise, I love a cotton dress that's very long and oversized. I think that for me is just my comfort zone. And again, if you know you wear a shirt a lot, wearing a shirt dress, it's still, again, I love a long sleeve. I think when it comes to spring, I still want to feel like there's more room to take more things off ready for summer. So there's more of like a graduation into like feeling more like there's a difference in the season, should we say. So this dress is from H&M. I think I bought it a year ago. I have a blue and white striped one. I have this black one, and it's like a crinkle cotton. So again, very comfortable, very lightweight. It's a great work from home outfit because it looks elevated, but it's super comfortable. And that is a piece that I am really excited to wear in spring. Now, jewelry, I think, is definitely one of those pieces that it's like the cherry on the cake, right? It's just like the icing, it's the final finish, the thing that just pulls everything together. And again, because I can't buy anything, I think one of the things that's been great is even like borrowing jewelry from friends. When I was on a work trip recently, a friend of mine had a pair of vintage Chanel earrings, and I was like, let's trade for a day. And I think that's a really nice thing as well to do when you are having like a no buy, or maybe you're trying to buy less, is thinking about where can you swap with friends. Like that can be something to think about. When it comes to jewelry I'm excited to wear, my Lee Studio earrings, I think these ones are called the Clara. I think they're called the Clara. These silver ones, I'm wearing my Agnes ones right now, but I'm definitely entering my silver era. I've been enjoying silver a lot more recently, and the earrings, the Clara earrings, again, they're equal parts bold and simple. I think the fact it's very smooth curves, there's no ornateness to it, but there's still a boldness that's very, very, again, it feels like it looks expensive. They're such a nice earring. And then these are Agnes, but again, any of my Agnes pieces, I have some that have little like gold hands with a Baroque pearl on. I love a Baroque pearl. I feel like pearl is my birthstone for one. I'm a June baby, but I do love anything with a pearl. I just think they are so, so fun. And again, for me, an earring is very much something that I add and I'm like, oh, now I'm dressed. Especially if I am scraping my hair back, it's a great way to dress up any outfit very, very quickly. So belts, again, I think belts for me do the very same thing as the earrings do. And there was a totem belt that I wanted to get for so long. It did go on sale, but I was like, I think I can find this on the high street. And I did. I found it in Mango before I started my 365 challenge, No by 365. And it's a real suede belt. It's a beautiful kind of like chestnutty brown, such a good color with blue denim. And I think this just makes such a nice addition for that kind of spring. Again, I think suede, it's nice adding in a little bit of different texture for spring, which is exactly what I think this belt does really, really well. And then of course my Hermes belt, my reversible H belt. And one of the styling concepts that I've been thinking about is how like everyone does have a signature. So I was thinking a lot about mine recently, and I think a lot of people asked me like about my ring. This was my engagement ring, which has mine and my husband's initials on. I think I'm definitely in like my monogram era, and I don't mean monogram of like luxury brands, I mean my initials. So when I think about my signature, it's very tied to initials, to fonts, to text. I really like that. It definitely feels very in tune with like a signature within my personal style. The same way I think of like Iris Apfel having her big glasses as like her signature. So I think that's also a fun thing to think about, is like, what is your signature? Even when I was looking back through my own style evolution, I was noticing necklaces with like 2 H's in different colors, and I was like, okay, I've always gone for letters. I've always gone for initials. There's something in that I really enjoy, especially obviously in regards to my name and in that context of being monogram. But I love, love, love my Hermes reversible belt. Hands down one of my best luxury purchases. If you haven't seen my best and worst luxury purchases, I will link that up here. But that belt, the fact I can wear it 2 ways and have 2 completely different colors, it is so good. Again, when I travel, it's pretty much the only belt I take now. I think at some point I will get another buckle after my 365, of course, to use with it, but it just does everything I need to. And I also love that the belt has 2 different textures. One side is like a tan Togo leather, which is textured, and then you have the black box leather, which is very smooth. So that is it. That is my spring must-haves, the pieces in my forever wardrobe that I'm probably going to be reaching for the most over spring. They're pieces that predominantly I already know work really hard in my wardrobe when it comes to this season, and I'm excited. It was exciting to do like a wardrobe change up within my, as I was kind of changing things over in my forever wardrobe. And I have to say, this challenge has been one of the best things I've ever done. Genuinely, I'm having so much fun with my wardrobe, and I don't feel like there's any sacrifice. I feel like everything I wear, it makes me more creative with my existing wardrobe. And buy the bag, but also enjoy the bag. Like, buy clothes you love and enjoy them and wear them. Don't save them for best. So I hope this video was helpful. Let me know what else you would like to see. I will leave that freebie, the 10-day style challenge, down below, and I'll see you soon.